Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So I did move the setup again because the lighting where I was sitting right here was like really bad. You can only see like all of this was like sunshine and then all this was darkness because my window is right there and it just so I figured this would be a lot better lighting than what I had because I wanted to have good quality videos for you guys. I didn't want them to be like horrible lighting, but at the same time I don't have good lighting still. I mean, I have my light on. I do. This all looks the same. But today's video is going to be a little bit of an emotional video. I wanted to talk to you guys about what's been going on, and it's not going to be an emotional video. I'm going to thank you guys. Technically, this video is a thank you. I'm going to thank my subscribers and my followers from Instagram because I've reached 200 followers on Instagram, and I'm just so very proud on that number because I never ever thought that I could actually get 200 people who want to look at my posts every day and they want to like them and they want to see what I'm posting. I mean, I've never thought that I would actually get that far. So that just really is a thing that I wanted to make a video about, is to thank you guys because I've went through a lot, and the things that I've been through are very hard things to go through. I mean, no child should ever have to think about these things on a daily basis. Like, I went through that as a child. Like, for me to remember things like what I went through is a really horrible thing because no child should ever have to go through what I went through. And I just wanted to thank you because I've had many friends over the last 2 to 3 years of my life, and I've lost many because of the new friends that I have. I've lost many because of my interests and how I dress and how I look and how I act. I've lost many friends. And I've also lost many friends because they've changed. I mean, I've had friends that went from really good people to like really bad people, and they just were really mean and horrid, and they just were really bad people. And I've lost friends for those reasons, and I've made incredible friends because of one person. And as you guys know, that is Markiplier, because I tend to talk about him a lot because he really is the influence for my channel and the influence for the friends I choose, because I'm a very picky person when it comes to choosing my friends. They have to have a really inappropriate sense of humor. They have to know what I'm talking about most of the time, and a lot of people say that I'm used to being the leader of friendships, but I really don't see me as that kind of person. But all of my friends have always said that. They've always said that I've always kind of been like the leader of the group. I've always been the one to kind of guide everybody around. And I've always thought that in a bad way, but now I'm realizing it's kind of a good thing because I've changed my friends and they've changed me in such wonderful ways. And I can never thank them enough, and I can never thank Markiplier enough because he's given me people who I never thought I would meet, and I would have probably never met them if it weren't for him. I would have never had the friends that I have, the amazing people that I can Skype with at 3 in the morning and have conversations with and laugh and have a good time with and fangirl over a bunch of dumb stuff. I have those kinds of friends now, and I don't ever want to lose them. So I'm making this video to technically thank you guys for sticking with me through the really hardest times of my life. And I mean, I still remember my first follower. It's kind of weird, but I specifically know that a lot of people didn't want to be my friend because of how I acted, and I would always pretend to be somebody I'm not. And at my age, when I was younger, that was okay. Everybody did it. Everybody was pretending to be somebody they weren't. And if you were pretending, then you weren't cool. And when I was myself, nobody wanted to be my friend, and I figured, well, I don't want to be that girl who's always going home crying to her parents how she has no friends. So I pretended to be a really girly girl, always impress boys, be really super annoying, and think everything was funny. That was me. And now I'm a girl who is obsessed with Markiplier, PewDiePie, and Jacksepticeye. I I listen to a lot of weird things. I just found a scar in my hand that I never thought I had, and it's kind of weird to touch. But I've changed so much specifically because of the friends I've made, specifically because of Markiplier, and I just can't thank everybody enough. I can't thank you guys because of how much you've changed me. You've made me a better person. You've made me want to do good in this world, because I remember as a child I never really cared. When I saw the dogs in the shelter commercial, I'd always change the channel. I was really that kind of child, and I'm very ashamed of it, but I was that child that never really cared about anyone or anything. I really just cared about myself. And after I realized the Markiplier existed, that flipped my world. I changed a lot. I was still pretending to be somebody I wasn't when I first found out Markiplier, and it was a really sad time in my life, but he was always there. And then I met people who knew him, and I was like, I can actually talk about him for once. I can actually be like, hey, did you see that Markiplier video? Like, it was so funny. Like, I can actually talk now. I've been shown a way to talk to people and to express my feelings and my opinions, and I don't have to hide them anymore, and I can actually believe in myself because I have friends that will stay by my side. I mean, I got one hate comment on one of my pictures, and there were like 5 people who literally tagged that person in a photo and said, don't you ever disrespect my friend, and I didn't even meet them in person before. And that is how much Markiplier's community can affect people. I mean, I'm not very proud that it was kind of they really got mad, but I'm glad that I have friends who are willing to do anything for me, and I'm willing to do anything for them because they're there. They were there when my hardest times came along, and I'm still going through a really hard time in my life just because I'm not sure who I am. I don't know how to express myself as much, but I'm able to the biggest change that I've made since I made these friends and watched Markiplier is probably being able to talk. Because I remember as a child never being able to talk to anybody. If you would ask me a question, I would always nod or shake my head. I would never talk to anybody but my teacher, and my friends. I never talked to my parents. I never really did. And I was too scared to. I never really did talk to them. And then I found out Markiplier existed, and I'm able to talk, give my opinion. I'm able to talk because, I don't know, it's really hard to explain. I'm able to be myself now. I don't have to shelter myself because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I hid knowing Markiplier for 2 straight years. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell my closest friends. I didn't tell anybody I didn't know. I did not tell anybody. I hid it for 2 years. I was hiding the real me. And I'm really ashamed of that. I'm ashamed of myself for having to hide somebody who has made such a big difference on me because I was going to get bullied or picked on. And I mean, nobody wants to get bullied or picked on, but I shouldn't care because everybody is entitled to their own opinion. If you don't like Markiplier, you don't like him. If you don't like PewDiePie, you don't like him. If you don't like gamers, you don't like them. But I'm that kind of person that accepts everybody, and I have put too much faith and trust in everybody, and that can always have a bad outcome. But I put so much trust into these people who make videos, and for once I've actually had a good outcome, and then I made friends, and then I have friends that I'm going to school with, and I'm going to stay there until high school. Like, all these good things came because I put faith in this one person, and then it exploded. It made a bomb of joy, and I want to thank you guys so much for being there through my hardest times, because I've never been able to tell anybody what I was going through. I was always scared that someone would judge me, and I did still get judged if I told somebody. Like, even after I found out who Markiplier was and I gained confidence, I was still getting judged, but not as much because I had friends who understood what I was talking about. They didn't, like, for instance, let's say it this way. When I was in 4th grade, if you would have asked me what a podcast was or a live stream, I would have been able to tell you. But before 4th grade, if you would have asked me what those things were, I wouldn't know. And I really don't know what that has to do with anything, but I'm just showing you guys on what a big impact one video can make in your life. One push of a subscribe button can make in your life. And making one friend who knows what you're talking about can make a big thing in your life. I'm just thanking you guys because 200 people, I have, what? I have 210 people on my side, and that is incredible. If you think about it, there are 8 subscribers, 200 people on Instagram. Put that together, I have 202 followers on Instagram and 8 subscribers. That's 210 people who are on my side and they want to be there for me, and that's just, I don't know, that just blows my mind that I could go that far. So I really, really do want to thank you guys. After this video, I am going to be making the reaction video. I also wanted to tell you guys that on the reaction video, I'm not going to be showing you guys what I'm watching. You guys will just hear what the video is. You guys will hear what the video is. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.